I realize part of me died with Nathan, and I'm never going to be completely happy ever again. I mean, parents not supposed to lose their child.
A father honoring his son and raising money for a scholarship in his name. Scott County senior Nathan Winsat died after a car crash in April. The teen would have graduated this month. Thank you for joining us at 6:30. I'm Bobby McSwine. Tonight, Nathan's family holding a benefit concert at his high school to raise money. That's where we find our Connor Steffen and photojournalist Elijah McKenzie. Now, Connor, what are you hearing from loved ones right now?
Well, Bobby, what I can promise you is this. The hundreds of people that are gathered here in the parking lot of Spencer County High School wish they were anywhere else but here today. Let me tell you why. While there's a concert, while there's food, shaved ice, games, and fun, that fun comes at the cost of a young life taken way too soon. We are talking about Nathan Lane Winsat. The senior at Spencer County High School lost his life last month in a car crash. He was a Kentucky Provost Scholar. He was an athlete. His parents say he was so excited for college. Well, he will never have a chance to make it to college. And as they continue to cope, the thing that was at the forefront of their mind was taking that pain and making it into something good. So they decided to start a memorial scholarship with their son's namesake. And that scholarship will go towards deserving high school students to use for college and for even a trade as they get into that next step of their life, something his parents say their son will never have the chance to do.
Every day's a struggle. I mean, I realize part of me died with Nathan, and I'm never going to be completely happy ever again. I mean, parents not supposed to lose their child. But my wife and I, we get some joy from thinking we're going to be able to raise some money for the scholarship fund.
And if you want some proof of just how much of an impact this memorial scholarship fund's already had, you have to look no further than Nathan's best friend Connor. They were supposed to room together in the fall at UK. Obviously now that will not be in the plans, but that scholarship fund, Connor was actually the first recipient, $10,000 from his late friend's scholarship he'll be using towards tuition and other costs from college in the fall. His parents say this was the perfect first recipient and the perfect example of what this scholarship will do, not just now, but in the future. Again, they say that their son will never have the chance to go to college, but that doesn't mean for countless other high school students, they shouldn't have the chance. They're hoping that's the lasting legacy here of Nathan Lane. And we'll continue to talk to friends and family here at this memorial scholarship fund, the concert, benefit concert. We'll continue to talk to them and bring you more here at 11. We're live here at Spencer County. Connor Steffen, WHAS11 on your side.
All right, thank you so much, Connor. All right, well, LMPD wants to urge water safety this Memorial Day weekend as we unofficially kick off boating season. Here's what you need to know and what your boat must have according to LMPD's River Unit. Keep a life jacket on every child under 12 years old while the boat is moving. They also said recreational boats have to stay west of the 2nd Street Bridge. Some other things to check out before you head out: your headlights, fire extinguisher, and radio to call for help in case of an emergency. Well, of course, we're looking at the beginning of boating season, and now you're looking over Kentucky Kingdom, where Hurricane Bay opened for the season today. They're having a Memorial Day picnic tomorrow for veterans and their families. Well, Christina, you're going to tell us what we can expect tomorrow. Is it still going to be a little bit of rain tomorrow?
Yeah, tomorrow's not looking like the best day of this holiday weekend, which we'll get to here in just a second. Today actually ended up being a pretty good day for most of Kentucky, and really depending on where you lived at, because if you are on the eastern end of Kentucky, you're dealing with overcast skies and much cooler temperatures, where Lexington's actually sitting just shy of the 70s, but here in Louisville, temperatures are the warmest that they've been all day, hanging on to those mid 70s. So we've been enjoying quite a bit of clearing out there after starting off the day with a lot of clouds covering the sky. So ended up being a beautiful afternoon. Temperatures for us right now are sitting in those mid 70s, Louisville International Airport, and stretching over to Bone Bowman Field. We have a little bit of a breeze coming in from the east-northeast at 11 miles per hour, gusting just over 20. But as we take you into the next couple of hours, nothing to worry about here. We are going to be having some clouds build into the sky, though, and that's going to lead to some showers when we wake up tomorrow morning. It's not going to be raining all day, but it is certainly going to be having some pockets of heavier showers from time to time, and it's also going to be quite a bit cooler than what we've seen the last couple of days. But this is very much needed, as we haven't seen rain in over a week, or just about a week at this point. We do have a big warm-up on the way as well, though, which I'm going to tell you about in less than 15 minutes. Bobby?
All right, thank you so much, Christina. Well, travelers are navigating long lines at the airport and traffic on the roads as they head out for the big holiday escape. Memorial Day, the unofficial kickoff to summer, is expected to be busy, and that could mean the summer travel season will be busy as well. Here's Michelle Franzen with why.
Millions of Americans are on the move for the Memorial Day weekend holiday in numbers not seen since before the pandemic.
Security was very, very long line. Very long line, but it moved quickly, and then getting here to Atlanta, easy peasy.
The TSA says it screened 2.6 million passengers on Thursday. Then on Friday, another 2.7 million. That's the highest number in a single day since 2019.
The early data suggests that we may have just seen the busiest travel day since before COVID, and the system held up quite well. Less than 1% of flights were canceled.
The Department of Homeland Security says they are ready for a busy summer travel season.
The volume of travel is increasing, and that just means, America is back and booming.
On the roads, more than 37 million people are expected to drive to their holiday destinations, a 6% increase from last year. AAA says part of the reason for the large numbers of road trips is lower gas prices than last year. This return to pre-pandemic travel numbers may continue through the summer.
A robust Memorial Day usually translates into a robust summertime travel period.
For the trip home on Monday, air travelers are being advised to arrive early to allow time for those long security lines. And for those driving, experts say the worst time to be on the roads will be between noon and 3 p.m. Michelle Franzen, ABC News, New York.
Well, according to AAA, most people are planning to travel by car, forecasting more than 37 million drivers on the road. And good news for your gas tank, gas prices are lower compared to last year, when the national average topped $4 a gallon. If you're planning to drive, keep these dates and times in mind. Today and tomorrow, they're forecasting minimal traffic impact. When it comes to heading home, AAA recommends either leaving before 2 p.m. Tuesday or after 6 p.m. The window between 4 and 6 p.m. is expected to be the busiest. More local news tonight. A man is dead after a shooting in the Chickasaw neighborhood. Just after 1 this morning, LMPD responded to a shot spotter alert on Grand Avenue. There, they found a man with multiple gunshot wounds who died at the scene. LMPD noted the shooting happened in a residential neighborhood, so it's likely someone heard or saw something. Anyone with information is asked to call the anonymous tip line 574-LMPD, or you can use the online tip portal. Also this morning, a man was shot after a fight in the parking lot, according to LMPD. Officers say around 11 this morning, the man was shot on Berry Boulevard in the Jacobs neighborhood. They believe he was fighting with another man who shot him. He is expected to survive, but as of this afternoon, no arrests have been made. Conflict resolution and skills are on the court. Just a couple of things this group hopes to teach kids. Shoot Balls, Not Guns had a day at Shawnee Park, catered to grandparents, helping to raise children. Their goal is to, of course, end gun violence, but also give caregivers resources to fund free activities for kids.
In order for us to, attack or combat what's going on with this gun violence and stuff in the streets, we have to include the adults as well. We can't only just target the kids, and like I always say, kids may go home and don't have running water. So we have to include the adults as well.
At basketball, bingo, a cookout, and that's a safe way for kids to spend their holiday weekend. U.S. Representative Morgan McGarvey was there just to support and hang out with the community. New today, a 10th horse has died at Churchill Downs this racing season. A track spokesperson confirmed Lost in Limbo died Friday. During the 7th race, Lost in Limbo significantly injured his left front leg near the finish line. After an evaluation, the injury was said to be unrecoverable, and the horse was, quote, humanely euthanized. Track surface engineers recently tested the track and say they haven't found anything wrong so far. Tonight, Grammy Award winner Billy Porter will be at the Louisville Palace for the Mona Lisa Tour, Volume 1. Porter invites you to come to his show and enjoy 90 minutes of entertainment from listening to his chart-topping hits, time on Broadway, and even a little from his role on Pose. Porter says an experience not to be missed.
Music is a universal language. I'm coming to give my audiences a big bear hug and say, it's time to heal together.
The show is tonight at 8 o'clock at the Louisville Palace. There are still some tickets available right now for as low as $50.